Hello and welcome back to the Boston Commune.
This week's incredulous installment will feature commentary from Comrade Scott, Joe, Ellie, and myself. Joe returns from his much-needed excursion to a plethora of disappointment. Topics include Amtrak, taxes over time, the infrastructure was sacrificed to bail out a boring-ass dork, firing squads, an extraterrestrial eye view of Palestinian liberation, the Steve Buscemi meme but in real life, upcoming menagerie content, and that time factory workers were instructed to ingest radioluminescent paint. Scott has some connection issues, but we ain't gonna let a little thing like that shut us down.
Please do us a favor, share this content, do yourself a favor, enjoy your epoch.
This is from Chairman Meow. The greatest obstacles to carrying out mutual aid, at least in my neck of the woods, are all the technocratic and legal barriers between us, the volunteers, and the ability to move money and resources around to the people who actually need help. Setting up the right kind of 501c, figuring out how to decentralize banking, disentangling ourselves from profitable ventures, it's a mess. Collective action is fundamentally incompatible with neoliberal capitalism. I mean, how do you deal with that?
Always Joe Burns.
Always Joe Burns.
Never.
Well, it's because there's so many Joes and I'm too lazy to change it.
He's too lazy to change it, but he's back with us this week. Joe, Mr. Burns.
I'm back. I'm back from my
Show me
vacation
your
and the
coats.
news is all terrible.
What's the news? You can go now.
It's all coming up terrible. So, we're apparently getting absolutely none of the student loan cancellation instead of like a little bit as a treat. In spite of the fact that the executive branch did not require Congress's approval to do it, it's just another excuse to be like,
Well, we said we would.
it's the hope and change thing all over again.
We want hope and we want to do absolutely nothing.
I mean, it's not surprising, given the fact he is literally the architect of the student loan crisis, but given that I am significantly materially impacted in a negative fashion by this, that knowledge doesn't make me any less angry.
Express your
Self.
rage.
Yeah. Tap into your rage, Joe. Let it out.
That should be interesting.
Do it.
The student loan...
Let it all out.
No.
This is getting weird fast.
Uh,
So the federal student loan balance is at $1.7 trillion right now. For perspective, that is more than all of the mortgage debt in America and all of the auto loans in America combined. In fact,
So
student
that's
loans
bad.
are now a greater source of debt than mortgage debt, credit card debt, and auto loans.
That is one big pile.
I usually am just like, okay, I get the point. Yeah.
Oops,
What if
sorry.
everyone's a robot? Yeah.
That is one big pile of shit.
That's what I meant to play, and then my mouse hit the wrong thing.
Hey, both
Sorry.
work perfectly.
Yeah, I guess.
in
Everybody's a
any case-
robot. It's a big pile of shit.
Canada is such a joke of a country.
Yep.
I mean, it is, but that's not really the point.
Oh, sorry, Joe.
No offense to Canada, but like kinda.
Is that the only part of the infrastructure plan that's bad? Is the student loan thing, or is more bad?
Oh no, this had nothing to do with infrastructure yet.
Oh, please tell me how bad it is.
I'm just angry because the Gravel Institute tweeted that they pulled us out of the budget proposal for fiscal year 2021. Like, they were going to do it through the budget, even though they can just do it with an executive order, but they want to do this convoluted thing. 'Cause Biden doesn't actually want to fix the problem because, he shilled out to the credit card industry in 2005 when he wrote the goddamn bill. And so clearly he doesn't want to do it, but he has to pretend that he's maybe going to do a little, like, as a treat. So then they're just like, fuck it, we're just going to pull this out of the bill and hope no one notices. And if people do, we don't care. We've already skipped to the Democratic president doesn't give a fuck anymore stage of the administration.
Well, I mean,
It took Obama, like, 2 years to reach that point.
and he never really said he was going to forgive student debt, I just like to point that out.
No, he said he was going to cancel 10,000
Oh,
of
right.
it.
He
And-
did say that milquetoast bullshit. Right. I'm still thinking of it weird. Okay, yes.
And then he was going to do the convoluted thing where student loan forgiveness after like 20 years of making payments. But apparently we're not even getting
What?
that. We're
What?
getting just...
Right?
The plan was that Biden campaigned out a plan of canceling $10,000 of student loan debt, and then the rest would be forgiven after 20 years of payments that are made at a rate of no more than 5% of your discretionary income.
What? Fuck that. That's
That was Biden's plan, and we aren't even getting that convoluted piece of shit. We're just getting nothing. But the infrastructure bill is a whole other mess. I'm so glad that I went to New York for 3 days, so I didn't have to pay attention to any of this, and then I just kind of like got all of the bad news all at the same time.
Joe, can I ask,
on the way home.
What were you doing in New York?
Yeah, you sound fine now.
Okay, yeah. Joe, what were you doing in New York? You never told us. Was this just a 3-day? I need 3 days in New York. Like, were you seeing a person? Was there an assassination you had to carry out? What were you doing there?
That would have been fun. Probably.
I'm sorry. What?
It was another joke.
I know, Joe.
I'd done like a week with a couple overtime shifts, and I was really tired. Stop making me laugh while I'm trying to talk.
Why did you go to New York?
Got an email from.
Oh, you're telling. Okay, sorry.
That's what I'm. Not a cat. Jesus Christ.
Carry on.
That's what I'm doing. And if you would let me finish. And so I worked a couple overtime shifts this week at the end of March, and I was super tired. And then I got an email from Amtrak, and it was like the end of COVID sale. We're cutting all of the fares on the Excella to like $39 each way, which is like 90% off basically for Boston and New York. So I was like, okay, I'll take the Excella. I haven't done that before. So, and I found a 4-star hotel in Manhattan for like less than $100 a night, also booked through Amtrak. And so like travel and lodging was like $300. And I was like, okay, I'll just do 3 days because I'm not working those 3 days. So like, okay, I just did it.
Yeah, good. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Joe, just a little cool for just deciding I'm fucking off to New York for 3 days. Okay.
Yeah, that's some self-care right there.
Exactly. That's by like late April. That's what I told myself. That like for the first month after I did it, I didn't really know why I did it. It was like, well, they said it. There was a sale, and I was just like, okay. And then about a month after I did it, like in about a month before I left, I was like, okay, I'm losing my mind, and this is now a self-care trip.
It's really like this. He had it all planned and everything. Man, Joe Burns.
Practical, efficient.
And then he came home and the infrastructure bill was terrible. Tell us about it.
It was.
Let me interject real quick. I think what Amtrak did was they're going to be replacing their current fleet with new train cars.
Yeah.
So I think they basically wanted to do like the equivalent of like a going out of business sale, but just to get the most out of their old cars.
No, the promotion literally was like COVID is ending, because literally the day they sent out the email was the day that they said that the CDC said that vaccinated people can travel.
Okay, but that's not what I. Never mind.
No, I get what you're saying.
That's
I know
cool.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because Amtrak last month they did a similar sale where it's like to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Amtrak, we're doing the same thing where we're cutting the fares again like a lot for like if you book a trip between like June and November in the next like 3 days or whatever, you can get like one-way fare for like $40 on the Excella.
You son of a bitch.
Again, it's not the same.
All right, Joe, just get to the damn bill.
I mean, I know what you're saying.
It's fine.
Yeah, the administration said they're willing to cut the price tag on the bill by about $600 billion, on top of the fact that they're also willing to reduce their proposal for the corporate tax hikes. So instead of getting a corporate tax hike increase of 7%, we're getting a 4% increase, which is still
washes the other.
Which is still 10% less than what it was when Trump took office. The bill's price tag is going down $600 billion, despite the fact that they're cutting the tax proposal means that they're cut a bunch of other stuff as well.
Like what?
Like, they cut a bunch of stuff for, like, public transportation. They cut road projects.
Dog!
A couple other things.
I could have guessed roads. Dude, when Jesse asked that question, I knew it was going to be fucking roads and transportation. Fuck this country. Anyway.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, December 28th, 2017, we had a 35% corporate tax rate. In fact, George W. Bush didn't even cut the corporate tax rate. It was 35% during the Bush administration. So, like, Biden's worse than George W. Bush on corporate taxes. It's amazing.
Hell yeah.
So in 2017, when Trump cut the corporate tax rate, it was at 35%. Trump cut it to 21%.
What if the guy threw a shoe at me?
The opening offer was 28%, which is halfway between what it is now and what it was before Trump cut the tax rate. Now, Biden is proposing a 25% corporate tax rate.
How about a 1,000,000% increase? That's what we should do.
I'd be okay with that. What even are corporations?
I don't know.
I could find the definition if you want.
They're people.
I was saying that with the anticipation that Scott was going to drop the clip about Zizek talking about the trash can of ideology.
I mean, corporations do fall. Yeah, I mean.
The name of this trash can is ideology.
A corporation is an organization, usually a group of people or a company authorized by the state to act as a single entity, a legal entity recognized by private and public law, born out of statute, a legal person in legal contest, and recognized as such in law for certain purposes. That's what a corporation is. Figure that thing out, and you don't have to pay taxes. Just figure it out, and you'll be set.
You can also commit crimes.
Hell yeah!
You haven't been paying attention to the literature.
Yeah.
You can commit crimes as a collective and then absolve yourself of responsibility from having any personal.
I mean, that's what Amazon calls Monday.
Amazon.greed. Sorry, I don't know where it was.
Amazon. Shit.
Amazon made $416 billion in revenue last year, and they paid 7% tax.
What kind of garbage is that?
Amazon. What kind of garbage is that?
Yeah, Amazon. Shit.
What fucking shit?
Oh, and one other piece of news I forgot that I just heard today. The U.S. Senate is set to sign a bill that is going to bail out Jeff Bezos' space company that is competing with SpaceX for a contract to the tune of $10 billion.
What?
What is
fuck that shit?
Is it Blue Origin?
It's Space Origin.
Whatever.
Both are terrible names.
Some fucking origin. It originates somewhere, okay?
So $10 billion of taxpayer money going to the richest man in the world, who is literally the living embodiment of American capitalism.
He's got weird skin.
Great
got
job.
a weird voice. You ever heard him talk?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Weird voice.
It's deeply disturbing.
Really impressive how shitty it is.
The thing about Jeff Bezos is that he's one of those people that's almost exceptionally boring.
He's like Tucker Carlson in that regard.
I don't know if Tucker Carlson is boring.
No, he's the opposite.
I had to watch him while I was at a bar on Wednesday, and my God, he's
release the tapes, Mackenzie Bezos. Let us know. Let us know the real Jeff.
Dude, it's called Blue Origin. I just looked it up.
What the fuck type of name is Blue? Oh, water. Yeah, okay.
Space Origin doesn't make sense.
I don't know. He's a demented bodybuilder. He can call whatever the fuck he wants.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, we're all matter was created in the Big Bang, and all how Earth, how life sprang from this planet was germs getting hit onto this fucking rock.
We're all stars.
Well, other stuff. Rocks hit this planet, so we are technically, our origins are technically space and water. If you want to get more literal about where Homo sapiens originally came from, yeah, sure, but okay, fine, both names are fine, but they're actually bad. Call it something cool. SpaceX is actually not a bad name.
Yeah, they did that.
Elon Musk. Fuck him. Anyways.
Yeah, they got that right. The making the rockets not explode, not so much.
Whatever.
But they got the name right, I guess.
Whatever. Let them blow up all their rockets. It's funny. It's funny to me. Can we talk about Palestine?
I don't know about that. I feel like if you're gonna put billions and billions of dollars into something, at least
do it right.
Not make it blow up.
And his cars catch on fire. Gets a running theme. And he built a flamethrower. Maybe Elon Musk is really just a pyromaniac.
Speaking of boring, I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious that Elon Musk's company is called the Boring Company.
Right?
It's a joke. But no, really, everything is fire-based. It's awesome.
I mean, fire's pretty cool, yeah.
It's a super villain. He's a super villain. He's a secret pyromaniac, and he's just trying to light Earth on fire.
He's also a demented Bond villain. Honestly, I'm convinced that most of these extremely extremely crazy billionaires, they're all just demented Bond villains to me at this point.
They all have easily escapable
I don't think they're that important. Like they're really
Earth on fire.
The lasers on them.
They're just like dudes who had money. Like imagine how much of a non sequitur they would be if they just didn't have as much money. Like it's not like they.
Well, it's not about them, the individual. It's about what they represent.
Yeah, Jesse's saying as individuals they're boring.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like there's nothing actually exceptional about either of them. Like they both were able to get where they are now because
their parents.
Their parents own diamond mines and whatever.
Well,
yes,
yeah,
because of their fucking parents. Mm-hmm. Because their parents had money. Like not even because their parents were interesting.
Sons.
Having money doesn't make you interesting.
But it does make you money.
What Jeff Bezos did that a lot of people can do and continue to do is just like, basically he said like,
I'm going to invest in technology.
And he had the money to do that. And then he said, actually, this is true. This is true about Jeff Bezos. He knew that the idea of like starting a company out of your garage sounded good on paper. So he like literally started Amazon's operations. Like he bought a house with a garage so that he could say he started it out of his garage.
In a garage.
Wow, that like
that's 100% true. Like you can fact check me.
Yeah,
shit.
It's really weird. And then he also got like a $300,000 loan from his parents to start.
Yeah.
To buy the house to start the business in the garage. Yeah. Don't we love rich people, Joe? Do we love them?
By love them, do you mean like put them in front of a firing squad? If so, then yes.
That is an act, not a feeling. But I see where you stand.
Both.
Maybe Joe communicates in metaphors.
Yeah.
Like John Mac.
Yeah.
Good luck with the firing squad, by the way, because the Supreme Court just rejected an inmate's request to be executed by firing squad.
What?
Actually, South Carolina just made that their default.
So let's bring Jeff Bezos to South Carolina and accuse him of some federal crime.
Yeah, problem solved.
South Carolina is actually one of 4 states in which firing squad is a method of execution.
It's a mandatory exercise now.
Yeah, so that guy just got arrested in the wrong state. It sucks for him, man.
Actually, quite literally in South Carolina, that is like the default option, and prisoners now have to choose between firing squad or the electric chair. There is no third option because South Carolina was getting annoyed.
What state is this?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, fucking
because
Jesus.
The
because they didn't want to deal with all that disinfectant shit beforehand.
What the hell is this? Some kind of tube?
No, it's because the European pharmaceutical companies are subject to export bans on the drugs, so they couldn't get the drugs, and that was leading to judges giving reprieves to death row people. So people on death row were being given reprieves, and Republicans in the state were like,
we want to kill these people, so we need to come up with a way to do that.
Yeah.
So they
put them in a saw trap.
They didn't even fucking
put them in a saw trap.
To do it. They were just like, what did we do like 50 years ago? Whatever that was.
Actually, the funniest thing is that the state corrections department has said they have no idea how they're going to do it.
Put them in a saw trap.
Default form of execution is now a method that we don't understand how to do.
The reverse bear trap.
Yeah, put them in a saw trap, and if they get out, they fucking earned it. But you make it hard.
They just make every execution like for 2 consecutive executions, reschedule them for the same date.
So the media,
combats.
Yeah. So the media has been walking back a lot of the shit they said about Palestine, and it's upsetting. And I'm not happy to see it. It's a genocide.
Hey, UFOs.
It's a genocide. You're allowed to use that word to describe what the Israeli government is doing. It's an apartheid state. These are the appropriate terms. Please use these words. Fuck you, Mark Ruffalo, for walking that shit back. And fuck MSNBC for probably just being shitty about this. I haven't watched MSNBC in 20 years, but they probably are sucking some real hog on this shit. So
probably. You heard it here first. That's probably what's happening.
Real hog.
I know the companies that manufacture and sell weapons to Israel advertise on their network, so that might have
well, that sucks.
Okay.
God damn it.
You better choke me out.
So it's just a consumer boycott. That doesn't actually mean that like people are giving a crap.
Yeah.
Way to go, America.
Yeah, Joe. What? We're just gonna distract ourselves from the reality, just like the government is trying to with UFOs.
Here's the question, right?
Yes.
If you have a Jewish state and an Arab state, right?
Yeah.
What does that imply about the Jewish state?
I mean, Arab is not a religion.
Exactly.
Like, not all Arabs are Muslim, not all Muslims are Arab. In fact, I think most Muslims are not Arab. Biggest country on the earth that is Muslim is Indonesia.
Yeah, like, is Israel really a Jewish state for Ethiopian Jews?
I'm also I always get confused by the idea that like people claim that like Jewish is an ethnicity.
It's the whole thing.
Ellie, you want to take this?
If you spell it with a capital J, then sure.
As a Gentile in the conversation, I'm very confused by it.
I'm a Gentile as well, my friend. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, you could definitely default to I think it's kind of a cop-out answer, but you could be like,
well, if entire regimes have considered us an ethnicity and treated us as such and persecuted us for it, that counts for something.
I don't know. Sure. I don't know. And it's like not even...
Wait a second.
There's not even a monotheistic, like, even within the Jewish population, there's still at least 3 major ethnic subgroups, right? Anyway, so there's like Eastern European and Ashkenazi Jews. There's Mizrahi Jews, which are Middle Eastern, that's the word. And then there's Sephardic Jews, which are from like Spain, Morocco, and stuff. What are you going to say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I had the thought like more than 10 seconds ago, so it is gone, baby. Baby.
Also, can we circle back for 2 seconds to Ellie's comment about why I would enjoy assassinating a person? Like,
because you would?
No, I was just explaining it that it was not a separate joke. It was like you. Scott asked you if you went to New York to assassinate somebody. You were like, "That sounds fun."
You heard it on the Epoch first. Joe loves assassinating people.
Yeah.
I mean, if Jesse said so, it must be true.
That is how it goes.
That's our motto.
I mean, I could probably pull enough samples to make you say whatever the fuck I want you to say in post. So.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. That I am fully aware of that when I made that joke.
Talk about them UFOs, Joe. Hey, they're around.
I mean, I don't know. I heard something about UFOs.
Yes.
Oh, it's that alien again.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us.
That's the alien.
My feeling is...
show. Tell me about the aliens, Joseph.
I have... Okay, wow.
It knows your name.
We are a very intelligent species. We do our research.
No, we really aren't, though.
I wasn't talking about humans. I was talking about my race. You fucking idiot.
Oh, that makes more sense. That makes so much more sense.
Proceed.
I have to agree with Felix Biederman on this, that I feel like it's just limited hangout of like, oh, well, something else is going on and we would like you to like look at the aliens instead, and don't look at Palestine, look at the UFOs. Don't look at the fact the State Department clearly doesn't want to do anything.
Actually, it's okay. You can look at Palestine. That's much more important.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like the Biden doesn't want to do anything about
We were
Palestine.
just curious.
Like,
you guys are boring. Fuck you.
It's like Biden and the State Department don't want to do anything about that. So like, hey, look, aliens. Obama said something about aliens. Isn't that cute?
Your ineffective leaders are not worth our time.
Isn't that cute? Kawaii. Obama.
Explain. I'm an alien. Remember what?
Kawaii is a Japanese word that I don't even know what it actually means. It's what all of the little girls say when things are cute. I don't know.
Is
I don't
that,
watch
is that
anime.
a fact?
I guess I have to take back that thing about being a highly intelligent and well-researched species. I apologize.
That's the nicest way our species has ever been called morons.
The egg is on my face. Apologies.
You want to know about kawaii? You should ask Scott. He knows about anime.
He does not know enough.
Just a surprise.
Alright.
All right. Oh my god.
Oh, Scott, you're back.
Yes,
Whoa, that was crazy.
It was wild. You took over.
Did you get probed?
No, I was just stuck in the other room with the engineer. That's a bad channels reference. I watched that movie last night. All right, I guess that's the news. The UFOs. I'm echoing. I'm bored because who's Ellie? You got a segment, right?
Yes.
Tell us what we want to know.
What
Plus,
you wanted?
I think I'm echoing. You're the one who's echoing.
Know?
Anyways, all right.
Well, the first thing I have to share.
Thing that we want to know.
Well, the first thing the reason I was so quiet is that as Scott knows, I have this like thing on my eyelid that's been swollen for like 3 days. I look like somebody punched me, and I've also got like a headache because of it. And it's really annoying. So I was actually just on WebMD making sure that I don't have any like cancer or anything. And fortunately, it looks like I probably don't, and I probably just have the thing that I thought I had. What's the problem?
But that's the problem. WebMD comes up cancer all the time.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Well, that's the thing. It didn't do it this time. It did say something about cluster headache.
If it turns out you have a teratoma, please put it in a jar of formaldehyde.
Okay. I would do that for you, Comrade, but only you.
Oh. Thanks, Comrade.
Yeah, I think
I would do the same.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you.
I probably wouldn't.
Jesse and me are the body horror enthusiasts.
It's all right, Joe. Fuck, we don't need your fucking teratomas.
So am I. What?
No, I mean, sorry, not like what, not like body horror in film form, like actual body horror, like. Actual,
I don't. Ew.
Ew
in real life.
Stuff.
That shit's gross. Don't want to look at it. Ew.
Fascinating.
Ew.
Anyway, in addition to that, I also I'm gonna bring this back. I'm gonna start doing this again. Be like, I'm Ellie. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
And
you can make this shit up.
Crowd is excited. Damn.
In the theme song. Yeah, they love my shit. Okay, so
We have an audience.
this is not like.
Sorry.
I love it. You cut them off. I love that. Yeah, this is not like the best thing I've ever done. I like this one because it was very. It's very. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Oh God. Sorry, I'm a nuisance.
What we keep you around for. Yeah, this one is just like kind of a great little somebody did like the most epic greetings fellow kids stunt ever. It was just some woman in Miami who like she's 28 also, so she's not like an old Steve Buscemi age person like with a skateboard or anything, but actually wait though because she did have a skateboard, and she wanted to promote her Instagram page, which they don't say. I guess I just didn't try to Google her and find her Instagram page, which I should have. Maybe I'll do that in a minute. But she wanted to promote her Instagram page, and so she snuck into a Miami area high school, American senior high school, and she had a black backpack and carried a skateboard and was apparently recording herself as she walked through the hallways And yeah, I guess she had pamphlets, printed out pamphlets. There's your first clue that somebody's not a high school student, is they have information on pamphlet
They went to
form.
Kinko's. Clearly not the sign of a high school student.
She's way too old to be. Yeah, exactly. And she had pamphlets printed with her Instagram account and was handing them out to students. There's not a whole lot else in this article, but there is like kind of this epic and very detailed account of how like school security tracked her down, and she told them she was looking for the registration office. Investigators said she headed towards the registration office, presumably after being told where it was, but did not enter. Instead, she continued walking through the hallways, talking to students. Security guys, it's like they tried to catch up with her like multiple times, but she just kept going. She was just unstoppable. They eventually she was tracked down through her Instagram page, so not a whole lot of forward thinking here, and arrested at her home.
I looked at her. It's private now. You can't.
Yeah,
okay.
she's definitely one of those cute dipshits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it says protect the children
and don't be a sheep.
Wow,
that's hilarious.
Wake up, sheeple. She was trying to get the high school kids to
wake up, sheeple.
How do you do, fellow kids?
People, you've been exploited too long by your governments. Come express yourself and accept a draconian Christian hegemony worldview. Basically, what
I thought that
the apocalypse is very soon. Let's hasten it.
I thought it was already happening.
Yeah, make it go quicker. Okay.
The only other thing that I wanted to point out in this article is that I'm not sure if this is a typo or if this is a real place. It says that she was arrested at her home in North Miami Beach.
Well, I found out
like it's a real place.
I found out that there is a North South Carolina, so
right, it's a town, right? Like North comma. But this is just like North Miami Beach. I don't know. I'm gonna Google that.
That sounds like it's a real place.
Or North Miami Beach.
Yo, I'm from the North.
Oh, you know what it is? They were probably referring to the northern part of North Miami Beach, which is actually a town. Mystery solved. Anyway, yeah, I'm still Ellie, and you can't make that shit again.
You couldn't have made that shit up.
Oh boy.
With Comrade me.
Jesse, were you going to announce the next thing?
Do the thing.
Do it! Joe! Do it. Sorry.
So, I think the next story... Story. The next essay that I'm going to read for the Marxist Menagerie is going to be on the dialectics of U.S. backwardness by Clara Fraser.
Ooh.
It was written in 1980.
Still probably accurate.
First published in the Committee for Revolutionary Socialist Parties International Discussion Bulletin Series. So that'll be out in, I guess, 2 weeks from the release of this, maybe a week and a half from the release of this. I don't know. I can't do this brain in two fucking space-time continuums at the same time. But yeah, totally totally botched the title of On Contradiction in the last episode. So clarification.
I loved it.
I said on practice instead of on contradiction, and I did the same thing when I was reading on practice. I said on contradiction instead of on practice. So
maybe you're just getting Marxist dementia brain, or you're just reading everything backwards.
Backwards.
Anyway,
Marxist dementia.
Marxist dementia. I forgot what I just said. All previous revolutions perfected the state machine.
What if all forms of dementia literally just made you sound and talk exactly like Joe Biden?
No matter exactly like Joe, but like
yeah,
yes, exactly.
I don't know, man.
You know the thing.
Yeah, you know the thing.
Oh,
Jesse's really good at it.
Created equal.
I was gonna talk to Allison or
Sherry.
Amanda.
Come on, man.
And you have some great coffee out here.
Come on, man.
We met in the boardroom or the soccer field.
And I said, your shoes. Wow. What?
And I brought up her shoelaces, and I said, wow, holy cow. They used to manufacture back when the triangle shirt fire in the...
I was there for that.
My brain is still in recovery mode from
horrible.
taking in so many high-level important ideas.
Did you ever play the game Frogger?
It just turns into like Captain Riker. Like fuck, what's Johnny Frakes? It just turns into Johnny
Frakes.
Johnny Two Takes Frakes. That's what they called him when he directed. Yeah. See, I'm doing it now.
Do you have a pet? Could you display this as a trophy?
If you ever want to read a horror story about just how exploitative capitalism can be, just read about, what were they called? The Radium Girls.
Oh yeah, there's a whole play about that.
Yes.
They used to put it on their teeth.
Ooh. What?
Yeah.
Well,
What?
okay, so
Gross.
they painted
Gross.
watch faces with radium, which was radioactive and thus emitted photons.
Ugh.
So they were instructed by their superiors to use their mouths to like reposition the bristles when they kind of got tangled and floofed out. So they all basically ended up with like holes in their jaws because the radium was replacing the natural minerals in their bones.
That's right.
So yeah, a lot of them died.
That is better.
I don't know about that.
I think, honestly, after working a couple doubles...
I don't think that's a proper time to use that drop.
No, it is.
Really?
Uh-oh.
I think so.
I would ask you to expand on that, but I'm just going to...
Yeah, Joe, what do you mean?
What the hell is this? Some kind of tube?
I'm a liberal. I think capitalism is good.
I don't mean that in a literal sense. When you work so many doubles in a row, you start talking to coworkers. You're like, "Yeah, it's gallows humors at work lately."
You're just asking to guzzle. You just want to consume radium.
It's
the smell.
Basically, gallows humor is like the way we cope at work with like the shitty hours.
Yeah, things get bad enough. You stop being like, "Please put me out of my misery," and be like,
Those are all wild.
Kill me slowly and painfully.
What I deserve.
Ooh.
All right, was actually better. I think.
All right. Whoops. I apologize for what I've done to the show.
At least you're self-aware of that.
All right, Jesus Christ.
I'm literally crying right now.
I can't be trusted.
My
I
child.
All right, that's
I
great.
just strained so hard. I am now seeing. I have like that optical phenomena where there's like fireflies in my vision, and I think I might have shat a little bit.
Oh no! Well,
This is why we can't have nice things.
Joe, we have the best things.
This is why we
Okay?
can't have nice things.
Holy shit, dog. Anyways, I guess this has been fun. My name is Scott. We can wrap it up. You can find me on the
after you make one of our
SoundCloud,
co-hosts,
Bandcamp.
Yes.
It's okay. It happens to everyone.
Yeah, we need to normalize it. I'm sorry, Scott.
Anyways, my name is Scott. otherwise known as Sweaty Wife. You can find me on SoundCloud. You can find me on Bandcamp. I'm Sweaty Wife on Instagram, and I'm Death Mullet on Twitter. Oh my God! I had to apologize. Oh, no.
My eyes hurt.
Okay, alright.
So does my jaw now.
So I can't hear Scott anymore. Can you guys hear him?
No.
And there he goes.
Okay then.
All right. Well,
Well, this was fun.
oh, and he's back in it.
Okay.
And he's back in the game. What happened?
He's still not on yet.
I thought you were just giving us time, and I appreciated it.
He's still not on yet.
Oh, he's cutting it out.
Oh yeah,
He'll be back eventually.
Pretty shitty. Yeah, why don't you just go ahead? Go ahead, somebody.
Joe, why don't you go?
Why does it have to be me?
You gotta say no. I don't know. I mean, like, what?
I'm too lazy to do it right now.
You want us to
All right,
do
well,
it for you?
You can find Joe on Twitter complaining about
baseball,
or
politics.
JLFB 96.
It's either that or JLFB 1996.
Yeah, just try them both.
Yeah, try them both till you get them.
You'll probably get
Yeah, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult.
Yeah. What about you, Ellie?
Well, you can't really find me anywhere, but oh man, I can't do this without Scott. If you want a psychic reading, you can email my headmate Chava, and she will do that for you at darmokxjalad@gmail.com. DARMOKXJALAD@gmail.com. Sliding scale, etc.
That's Dramatax Jihad.
God damn
gmail.co.uk. And I am Jesse. You can find my music at soundcloud.com/contingents Boston. I'm probably gonna put my mom's birthday song up there pretty soon.
Yeah.
Remember to hit up comrade-rosie.org. Select the Getting Involved tab. Choose one or more mutual aid groups to donate your time, labor, and or money to. Because people
Give us all
really
your
need your
money.
help right now. Well, it wouldn't be to us. It would
Or
be
them.
Yeah.
Someone money.
It's them.
Either one, it doesn't matter. We'll give it if you want to give it to us. We'll give it to them anyway. So I don't know what Scott's internet is doing.
The shits.
Is doing an oopsie.
He said where you can find him, right?
Oof.
Yes.
You can find him at the SoundCloud at Sweaty Wife. Sweaty Wife. I have to say it and hype it up.
Sweaty Wife.
Sweaty Wife. And Twitter, he's Death Mullet, I think. And Instagram, he's also Sweaty Wife.
Ooh, this is weird. This is weird to do the outro.
I know.
This is weird.
It's weird, you guys.
I'm just gonna stall.
You just want him to come back even though he's got nothing else to say?
Well, you're just gonna play more fart tracks.
Oh yeah, we can't finish without him. He has to say the thing.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna hold on. We're gonna cut here, and when we come back, we'll be a big happy family again. So hang tight.
Okay, we're gonna be happy.
From the Boston Commune.
That was a disaster.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, you can. Okay, sorry. You can find us on Patreon at Epic Incredulity. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter at Epic Incredulity. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. And as always, like Jesse says, you should get involved in like local mutual aid, local tenant organizing, something, BDS movement. You know, try to get your local city council to support your local BDS movement.
Local city council to support.
It's a little bit too much. I've been having some wiggy internet recently, so I don't know. Oh well, but yeah, what we say is the internet should be a free utility, and everybody should have high speed internet. Yeah. And we say Batankdo.
Batankdo.
That's great. That's great. Did you say your email?
Oh, we could. I mean,
I can't really. At this point, I guess I can't really do it. But hey, go give Hava an email.
Darmok Angelad Hatanagra.
His eyes uncovered!
Anyways, I gotta go to bed soon. That's your Epoch. Batankdo, smash the state. Fuck y'all. See ya.
Fuck you.
Till next week.
Just kidding. We love you.
Fuck you, comma, love you. That's your Epoch.
Really impressive how shitty it is.
All right.
That's success.
I am happy to this. Internet issues, but whatever. Hey, it's okay. I liked the little thing you cut together of me singing in the last week's episode. The little thing, it's good. It was wonderful. I liked it. It made me happy. It made me.
I'm glad.
Happy on
I'm
the
glad.
inside.
There it is. There's our finisher.
Yeah.
It still says on my laptop that he hasn't yet.
Bitch.